in, especially with Hyll being closer to the Holland side, right? A lot of the Holland developments are a lot smaller, yeah? So with 300 plus units, it's considered one of the bigger guys around there already, and with its very attractive quantum, I believe moving forward, it will bring in quite a fair and quite a healthy number of transactions, okay? So 3 things I don't like I already said, right? It's not within 1 km of any good school. It being a District 10 development, that may, and especially now that it's grouped together with Wiltshire and Leiden, it somehow rather makes it like the ugly duckling. Hyll on Holland, which is on the, so also on the opposite side, right? But you have to cross Holland flyover to get to Hyll on Holland if you are at Leiden Green. So Hyll on Holland will be much further away from the MRT as well. Leiden Green, Wiltshire is about 850 meters away from the MRT. Hyll on Holland will be on the other side already. As a matter of fact, maybe I feel on Hyll on Holland, maybe you walk to Holland Village MRT nearer, of which is also not that near. Developer is FEC and Co Brothers. One thing to, so this one is also another en bloc. I just didn't take up the en bloc name for you. I apologize for that, right? It was launched in October 2020. The expected TOP is June 2025. It's about 80% sold already. So the one thing over here to note is that there's no schools within 1 km, right? So you already know what's one of the points I'm going to say for the things that I don't like. Again, right, if you want more detailed information for Hyll on Holland, you can click on the, you can take a photo for this and it will bring you to the project website and you can find out all the information on Hyll on Holland over there. So now on to the 3 things we like and don't like about Hyll on Holland. Sorry, not yet. More relevant information first. Oops, I had to say that because that's going to be the hook for the snippet video. Okay, but anyways, I cannot remember if I said that for Wiltshire, but never mind. If we need to, we should just shoot that again. Hyll on Holland, right, 319 units, so it's in between Leiden Green and Wiltshire, of which we have 231 2-bedrooms. So if you're going to add the 2-bedroom supply for Leiden and Hyll together, that's going to bring in close to 500 plus units of 2-bedrooms over there. So thankfully, freehold supply of 2-bedrooms there right now is not overly high. If not, you know, you probably would need to face a bit of competition when you sell further down the road. 3-bedroom supply and 4-bedroom supply not too high at 58 and 30 units respectively. Over here, the range of PSFs is also quite high, all the way from 2004 to 2009, touching very close to 3,000, so they average out to 2,600. So in terms of PSF, average PSF closer to Wiltshire, haven't crossed 3,000 over here yet. In Hyll on Holland, we have the highest percentage of Singaporeans and the highest number of HDB purchaser addresses, with 88% being Singaporean purchasers and 30% of them with HDB addresses. Yeah, so that's interesting to note. Why so? Okay, so now moving on to the 3 things we like and don't like proper. The 3 things we like, number 1, it's the quantum. Okay, so Hyll on Holland represents one of the lowest quantums, especially if you have purchased it earlier on when the average prices were 2,400 PSF, 700 square feet. As an entry quantum into District 10, very, very good. And it's also part of the reason why we see so many Singaporeans and so many HDB addresses. So for those of the HDB upgraders that look to take this opportunity to enter into District 10, because now think about it, 2,400 PSF. Lentor Modern, we have had 2-bedroom units transacting at higher PSFs than that already. and Lentor being 99 years and Hyll being freehold, so it's excellent entry quantum, excellent opportunity to get your foot into the District 10 area, which is why even though it's out of 1 km of Nanyang, you do see the transaction volumes being, transaction numbers being very, very healthy, the sell-through rate, as a matter of fact, being higher than that of Leiden and Wiltshire, and I boil that down to the very attractive quantums that they have created over at Hyll on Holland, okay? Number two, that thing that I like is the layout. Let me see if I can pull that up for you. But it's probably just one of those layouts. Let me see. So FEC is Far East Consortium, just to clarify. It's not Far East Organization. Later on we are talking about one development by Far East Organization. So Far East Consortium is a Hong Kong developer, not to be confused with Far East Organization from Singapore, okay? So one of the projects that they did, TOP I think earlier this year, is Atra over at Red Hill. I believe that is their first development over here in Singapore, okay? Now let me see if I can get that really nice 2-bedroom layout for you guys to take a look at. I mean, this layout is also quite nice, as you can see, the 721 square feet 2-bedroom premium. So enter is what we call a dumbbell layout, but do notice that there is a window over here by the entrance, so that's going to naturally ventilate your kitchen. It's an L-shaped kitchen, so very decent countertop space. The master bedroom toilet is naturally ventilated as well. So what they have done over here, they've tried to create, if you can see, if you can zoom in, right, they tried to create every block to be sort of a point block, being just 4 units per block. So they created more blocks in order to allow for a lot more natural ventilation in the development, okay? And it's very, very rare for you to find a portrait. So portrait, again, being living dining side by side, living dining being side by side versus up and down, right? So it's quite rare to find this in dumbbell layouts, especially for 2-bedders. So I really like how squarish and how very little wasted space there is for their 2-bedroom layouts. But there's one other one that I really like, and let me try to find that one. So this one is same thing, also landscape, which is quite good. So for this, the 710 square feet one, right, both toilets have natural ventilation. The kitchen also have natural ventilation, so it's very, very good. But the kitchen countertop, I think, is a bit shorter, especially with the fridge being on the other side. Let me just quickly jump through to it to see whether I can get to that nice for you guys, or maybe it's the 3-bedder. Let me see whether I can find it. This is more of the regular 2-bedroom layouts, but do note, so again, right, one thing that they have done very well is to put in a lot of windows over here thanks to the point block layout, right, 1 block 4 units layout. So you see the entrance here, you do get windows to help you naturally ventilate the kitchen, and also a lot of the times when we have this kind of open concept units, right, the corridor tend to be a bit dark because when you come in, it's a very narrow corridor than your open concept kitchen. So a bit sian lah. But here, right, very nice windows, again, naturally ventilated toilets. So nice layouts all around. But can't seem to find the nice. I think that's maybe a 3-bedroom. Let me check. Yeah, so if you can see over here, right, I like it that they have windows at the front and at the back of the unit lah. So here, and that helps to bring in a lot of natural light into the unit. Yep, I can't seem to find the nice 2-bedroom layouts that I wanted to show you guys, but it's okay. I think you get the idea lah. It's quite unique layouts, and I like how they have created a lot of landscape style 2-bedroom layouts. So that is also unique to Hyll, but still not as nice as Wilshire lah. I will still rank Wilshire above Hyll. So now coming back to it. So see layouts, right? I also do like the size of the development, the number of units. 300 plus units would put them, because the rest of the developments over. Hello, sorry to interrupt. We'd like to take the opportunity to thank you for watching the video, and also to share why we do what we do. Is to empower consumers with hard facts and figures, quality research and real life examples to allow them to make the most informed property decisions. So if you found our videos useful, the only thing we ask for is for you to smash that like and subscribe button so that the YouTube algorithm can push out our videos to more consumers. Thank you, and back to the video. But especially with Hyll being closer to the Holland side, right? A lot of the Holland developments are a lot smaller, yeah? So with 300 plus units, it's considered one of the bigger guys around there already. And with its very attractive quantum, I believe moving forward, it will bring in quite a fair and quite a healthy number of transactions, okay? So 3 things I don't like I already said, right? It's not within 1 km of any good school. It being a District 10 development, that may, and especially now that it's grouped together with Wilshire and Leiden, it somehow rather makes it like the ugly duckling. I think that's the fairest way I can say it, compared to the 3. But because it's actually closer to the Holland side, and if you compare to the rest of the folks over at the Holland side, they all don't have, are not within 1 km of any schools. So maybe it would be, in the resale market, it would be fairer to compare yourself to those units over there instead of to those units on the Leiden side and on the Farrer Road side lah, okay? Number 2 is how its balcony is done. So versus how we traditionally will associate balcony doors being sliding, this balcony is, because of the number of units facing the Holland flyover, the development, for lack of a better word, quite strangely decided to do fixed panels and also just one swing door to enter into, glass swing door lah, right, to enter into the balcony. So that removes the ability for you to sort of, I mean, you can still zip track your balcony, but sort of defeats the purpose of, like, or eliminates the ability for you to put zip track and then extend your living area out lah. So that is one thing that I didn't quite understand the need for the developers to do it. Their reason is to reduce the sound pollution lah. But I think on a practical basis, I would have preferred that it was a normal sliding glass. But I think they made up for it with the very nice layout. So I think moving forward, it would not be a deal breaker. It probably will be a deal breaker for some, but it's not like it will make the property unsellable lah, huh? Number 3, it would be the unit mix. A huge chunk of the units are 2-bedders in this development. So for those of you who do follow us, you do know if there's, hopefully lah, but I think at least a lot of the units are 2-bedders, and hopefully there's a good chunk of owner occupiers inside, and they are not all sold to investors. It will not be so bad, because if there are too many investors in a project, that will bring down the overall break-even point the longer the project is being rented out, and then you may face issues with prices trying to edge upwards lah, due to the lack of, due to the ever decreasing break-even price of investors. Okay, so a little bit concerned with the number of two-bedders, but thankfully the two-bedder layouts are very owner-occupier friendly. Hopefully the number of owner-occupiers there is good enough to overcome this slight downside. Like, I wouldn't say it's overly terrible with like 70% of the units being one-bedders, you know. Moving on, so now this is one of the more interesting developments to talk about in the District 10 area. One of the first of its kind as well in the District 10 area, one of the first of its kind mixed-use development in District 10, one of the only, I would say, only? I'm not sure if this is the right thing to say. Yeah, but iconic would be the word to say, right? One Holland Village. Developed by FIRE's organization, so this is the Singaporean one, right? It's going to be right smack in the middle of Holland Village. So for those of you who don't know, last time if you go Holland Village, you will park at the car park at the back. Now that has been torn away and it's going to be replaced by a sprawling mixed-use development with residential, offices, F&B, even service apartments. Yeah. So this would be the only 99-year development that we're going to talk about in the whole, in all the projects that I'm bringing up are the only 99-year one, right? It was launched in November 2019. The expected TOP is end 2024 or Q1 2025. Quite a long runway because it's a huge undertaking. There's lots of things to be done over there. It's already 71% sold. Of course, like I said, right, Holland side, Holland Village side will not have any good schools within 1 km. So if you like more information for One Holland Village, same thing, scan this, drop me a text and I will send all the e-brochures over to you, okay? So One Holland Village, right, 296 units, okay? But if you do read on some of the websites, they do say the